Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. If this video has found you, there's a message or messages here for you, but please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a pick a spirit animal energy reading that I post every Sunday. It's a timeless reading, but at the time of me recording this, we are experiencing a lot of political unrest, a lot of financial uncertainty. And I like to say that everybody is trying to pick a side on around planet. So these spirit animals have a message or advice for you regarding how to take good care of yourself during these tumultuous and challenging times. Remember that no matter what's going on outside of us, our self-love and self-care practices are always under our control. So take a moment to meditate to see which spirit animal or spirit animals has a message for you. There may be more than one. You could even pause the video if you need a few more moments. Otherwise, let's get into the readings. For those of you who chose brown bear, there is a need for solitude, I'm hearing. There's a need for you to retreat, recharge, and nourish yourself. For some of you, you need to take a break from social media or a break from the news, watching all these, tragedies going on in the world. But there's definitely a need for more balance, which is not always easy to do. I feel like you're somebody who is mission focused. You know what you're up to in life. Okay, for some of you, I feel like you've spent a lot of time maybe building something or creating something. Perhaps some of you have been helping others out with their projects or their ideas or whatever they have going on. Maybe you're a mentor of some kind, or maybe you're politically involved, more community involved, or maybe you're like on the PTA, or you're, how you say that word? Philanthropic. Some of you, I'm hearing you're a busy mom and you're always taking your kids to school and sports activities and doing things and taking care of the home and family. And I feel like whoever you are, you've made a lot of progress or you get a lot done, but it definitely has zapped your energy. Or it is zapping your energy. I'm hearing that you need to eat more whole foods. Some of you have been eating out a lot, or just not eating complete meals, like maybe just picking and snacking here and there because you've been so busy. I'm also hearing that you need to get out in nature, take some nature walks, ground yourself. I'm hearing that you need to put your bare feet on the ground. When I go to take my nature walks, when I'm finished, I'll stand by my car and take off my shoes and just let my bare feet be on the concrete. I'm already dirty and sweaty anyway, and I'll do a couple of stretches, but that's a quick way for you to kind of ground yourself, okay? But I'm also hearing that for some of you, you need to create a sanctuary or some personal space for yourself. I feel like maybe you already do this, but maybe it's kind of impulsive, or it's not really an official place of solitude, a place that you can call your own, like a little altar space or sacred space. I feel like maybe you just wait until you've had it with everybody and you go in the closet or in the bathroom or something like that. And it really needs to be something that you do more consistently. Having a place where you can go and restore yourself, a place where you can go and rest and pray and get answers. But don't wait till you're burnt out and snapping at everybody before you realize you need a break. And I feel like for some of you, you even feel guilty for needing a break, or just needing some me time. And like I said, this should be a regular thing. This needs to be a part of your schedule, just like everything else you deem a priority in your day. Everything will get done. That list is never going to be finished, all right? People can take care of themselves. I hear that some of you have some older kids and you're still doing a lot of things for them. They can fold their own damn clothes. A couple of nights a week, they can cook their own food or order them a pizza so that you can go take you a bath and chill and smoke or whatever you do. Right? But you need to take some time for yourself. I'm feeling like some of you are like, yeah, but I can't. There's something I used to tell my clients. I used to work with 100% female clients in my boot camp and yoga and Pilates business years ago. It was a woman's only business. So I had lots of moms, lots of busy moms that were professionals. And I would tell them, there is one thing in your life that you give priority to, no matter what else is going on. and that is diarrhea. When you have diarrhea, nothing else matters. Everything that you're doing has to stop because you need to go to the bathroom, right? You have to give that same priority or close to it to your self-care, to your self-love. It's like diarrhea. Nothing interrupts it. It's a sacred time. I've got to do it at this time, right? I mean, it's a horrible visual, a horrible analogy, but you get the point. Return to those things that give you comfort and joy, that ground you, that restore you on a regular basis. That's the message, okay? So I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. For those of you who chose Peacock, I feel like you've been slipping on your health and beauty routines. You haven't been really going to the gym. You haven't been working out regularly. You've been hitting that snooze button. I'm hearing spirits say, when was the last time you went and got a haircut or got your hair did? When was the last time you got your nails done? When was the last time you got a facial? I feel like whoever I'm talking to, this is not like you. It's not like you to look disheveled or not put together. I feel like maybe you were in like a little bit of a funk or a slump, and it happens. But you know, personally, you know that you feel so much better when you're looking good, you know, when you're smelling good, when your hair is done, your nails are done. I'm hearing for some of you, maybe you haven't been able to afford it, or maybe you feel like you haven't had time, but I'm hearing spirits say you need to make the time because you're walking around looking crazy. And I feel like this energy of you feeling like you don't look as good as you could is being projected out, and people are treating you as such. I'm hearing that you need to take some time out every day to get ready. Put some clothes on, do your hair. Even if you work from home, don't stay in your pajamas all day, okay? I mean, my mother did not allow that when we were growing up. She would, give us a few minutes like, okay, are you sick? Like, what's going on? Okay, go upstairs and wash your ass. Go brush your teeth. Do something to your hair. Don't walk around here looking crazy all day. I'm hearing that for some of you, you feel like you're not as ... as you used to be. You're not as skinny. You're not as young. Your hair ain't as long. Your skin ain't as clear or whatever. Something is not like it used to be or whatever. But work with what you have. I feel like for some of you, you've been wanting to feel more confident. And Spirit says it's all about how you look and dress. You need to look and dress like somebody that's confident. And I feel like for some of you, you might be concerned with what other people may think about you, but people are going to talk shit about you no matter what you do, okay? I mean, I'm sure you've seen my yoga pictures, and I've had relatives and ex-friends tell me, oh, you should put on more clothes and you shouldn't dress like that. But I'm like, fuck y'all. Like, if you don't like it, don't look. Right? But do you dress how you want to dress, dress in a way that's going to make you feel good. Use what you have. Start with where you are. I mean, if you can't afford expensive makeup, go to the Dollar Tree, right? Shop at thrift stores. Learn how to cut your own hair, maybe. But where there's a will, there's a way. There's even free clothing closets at charities and churches. Just do an internet search in your area of free clothing closets. And I've been to several of them. And a lot of times those clothes are brand new. Like department stores will try to donate to certain thrift stores. And if they're not taking donations, then they have to take them somewhere else, to churches or charities. And like I said, some of the stuff is brand spanking new. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you do have a natural talent for fashion or makeup or health, beauty, but you don't always use these on yourself for some reason. I mean, we've all seen the hairdresser who doesn't keep their hair done. What's horrible to me is you'll see, somebody that says they work in the fitness profession. They're a health and fitness professional, but they don't look fit or healthy. Okay. But anyways, put some more effort into your physical appearance. People will treat you better and you'll feel better. And the better you feel, the more abundance and luck and success and love you will attract to you. Okay? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. For those of you who chose the Sloth, I'm hearing that you need to relax. You need to take a chill pill. I'm hearing that you need to stop beating yourself up. Whatever it is, it's not that serious, okay? I'm hearing that you need to be more patient and gentle with yourself. Whatever is happening, you cannot rush this process. You know, I'm being reminded of some lines from A Course in Miracles. One of them says that infinite patience produces immediate results. Another line from A Course in Miracles says that when you are certain of the outcome, patience is easy. So these are both messages of patience and faith and how they go hand in hand, right? So think about this. You know, you're stuck in traffic going to work every morning, right? You know you're going to be stuck in traffic. It's going to be gridlocked, or you're going to the studio or the gym or whatever, but you go this same route every day and you know you're going to be stuck in traffic, but you know that you will eventually get to your destination, right? Yes, you're frustrated. You're like, I don't want to be in this damn traffic. Who wants to be in traffic, right? Nobody. But this is the way that you have to go to get to where you need to get to, right? But you know you're going to get there. And so that's what's meant by infinite patience produces immediate results. In other words, you're focusing only on the end result. You're focusing on what it is that you're trying to manifest. You're not really focused on the obstacles, the challenges, the hurdles that it's inevitably going to take for you to get to your destination. Even if you're not in traffic, usually it's not a straight shot, right? You've got to make turns and you got to wait at lights, all of these things, right? But you know that the destination is there. It's not going anywhere. Worrying about it, whatever it is that's going on, will not fix anything. I feel like whoever you are, you've done all that you can and you just need to wait. I'm also being reminded of a story that Joyce Meyer told during one of her sermons. She said in her early days of preaching, she had a friend, a guy friend of hers, who was also getting started preaching and going to different churches, but he was getting more invites than her. He was getting paid more than her. I mean, partially because he was a man, right? I mean, I feel like just now in recent years getting comfortable with women, with female preachers, right? But she would get so frustrated because he would tell her like, yeah, I got invited to this church and to that church. And she had been working really, really hard, you know, to spread the word, to really get into these churches and preach. And she was just not getting the same attention that he was. And so, you know, one day he was telling her the story and he could see in her face that she was getting, you know, a little frustrated or sad. And he was like, I'm sorry, I've never asked you, does it bother you when I tell you these stories? And Joyce Meyer replied, no, you know, it's fine. I'm happy for you. You know, God bless you. God is good, this and this and that. And so he was like, okay, because it seems like, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. No, it's fine. Obviously, she was lying. So when they got done talking, she said as soon as she got home, she ran to her bedroom and was crying on the bed like, God, I've been doing all this work. I'm so frustrated. And why is everybody getting, all of these preaching gigs and I'm not getting anything? And I just had it. I'm done. I'm doing all this work and I've had it. And she said she heard God say, really? Are you really done? Are you really going to get out of the way so that I can bless you, so that I can make things happen? Are you done really? And that story kind of stuck with me because a lot of times we think that by pushing and striving and always trying to make things shake, that we're actually in alignment when all we really have to do is relax. We've prayed, we've gotten guidance, we've taken action on that guidance, and now we're in that waiting room space. We're waiting, right, for things to manifest. And even, from a like quantum physics perspective, things coming from higher dimensional realities, whatever we visualize, whatever we want, is coming from a higher vibration than the one that we're on, right? Because otherwise we'd have it. So it takes time for those manifestations to, materialize into our reality. So what you want, just like the story I told about driving, to the destination and being in traffic, what you want is there and you will eventually get it, but it has to move through that density to get to you. Okay. And you don't want to add to that density with your worry, with your fear, with your doubt. So I hope that made sense. All right. But again, you need to rest. You need to know that whatever's going on, this too shall pass. I'm hearing that you need to focus on things that make you laugh. Focus on things that make you feel comfortable and peaceful. Remain positive. I'm hearing that you do not have the luxury of a negative thought right now. Okay? Trust in divine timing and stay in the present moment. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.